Hello, I am Pramod Kumar. Today our subject is accountancy. Our chapter is accounting for share capital, right? We have divided this chapter in 6 parts. 3 parts we have already discussed. This is the fourth part of 6. In this fourth part we will discuss under subscription, issue at premium, issue of shares at discount, and issue of shares for consideration other than cash, right? So let us start with under subscription. Last video we had discussed over subscription. The company invited subscriptions for 1 lakh shares, but it received applications for 2 lakhs shares. That was over subscription. Opposite is the situation in under subscription. Suppose the company invites subscription for 2 lakh shares and the company receives applications for 1,90,000 shares only, right? So what will happen? That will be a situation of under subscription in which number of shares for which applications are received is less than number of shares for which subscriptions were invited, right? Under subscription. Then before going for allotment, the company will have to ensure that the minimum number of shares have been applied for, right? The minimum number of shares have been applied for. There could be that minimum is 95%. Suppose the company invited applications subscription for 2 lakh shares, it received only 1 lakh, right? And if the condition is that they must receive at least 95% subscription, then that will fail, that issue will fail. And if here against 2 lakhs they are getting 1,90,000, and if they are permitted, it allows to accept 5% less, then they will accept it, right? Next we go to issue of shares at premium. If a 100 rupees share is issued at 105 rupees, it is said that it is issued at 5 rupees premium or 5% premium, right? So in the case of issue at premium, what happens? Issue of shares at premium, it is in respect of financially strong and well managed companies which command very good reputation in the market. They can issue shares at premium, right? Because they are financially strong and they are well managed. In this case, share issue price is greater than nominal or par value. Share issue price is greater than nominal or par value of the share. It is 105 rupees against nominal value or par value of 100 rupees, right? What happens? Amount of premium, suppose nominal or par value is 100 rupees and share is issued at 105 rupees. So 5 rupees is the share premium, amount of premium. That premium amount is credited to securities premium account, right? The amount of premium, only premium. If it is 105 rupees against face value of 100 rupees, then 5 rupees is the premium. So per share 5 rupees will be credited to securities premium account, right? Generally, amount of premium is called by the company at the time of allotment. Generally, the amount of premium is called by the company at the time of allotment. In some cases, at the time of application, and rarely at the time of call, right? Generally, premium amount is called for by the company at the time of allotment. In some instances it is called at the time of application and rarely at the time of call, right? And the amount of premium is credited to securities premium account, right? And it is shown under equities and liabilities in the balance sheet. Equities and liabilities on the liability side of the balance sheet, right? Then we go to, for premium amount called with application money. For premium amount called with application money, what are the entries to be passed? See, the entry is very simple. Debit bank account and credit share application account. For premium amount called at the time of application, debit bank account and credit share application account. And the narration is, money received on application for these many number of shares at rupees this much per share, including premium. So the narration is sorry, self-sufficient and self-explanatory in this case, right? And next stage is, what is the next stage? Share application account is debited. It was parked in the share application account. Bank account was debited, share application account was credited. Now next stage will be, share application account will be debited and share capital account and securities premium account will be credited, right? Suppose we are talking hypothetically of only one share, right, which is issued at 105 rupees against nominal or par value of 100 rupees. So for premium amount called with application money, the entry will be debit bank account 105 and credit which account? Share application account. ₹105, right? And next stage will be, this account will be debited share application account will be debited by 105 rupees, and what will happen? Two accounts will be credited. One will be share capital account by 100 rupees and securities premium account by 5 rupees, right? So 105, 100 plus 5, they are done, right? And the narration will be transfer of application money. What we have done here, application money has been transferred. Here it was lying, share application money. It has been transferred now here to respective accounts where it had to go, right? Transfer of application money to share capital and share premium accounts, right? Now, premium amount due, premium amount called with allotment money. In case of premium amount called with application money, with allotment money, at the allotment stage, what will happen? What will be the entry? Share allotment account will be debited and securities premium account will be premium amount called with allotment money. We are talking of premium amount. Premium amount called with allotment money. What will be the entry? Share allotment account will be debited and share capital account and securities premium account will be credited, right? Premium amount called with allotment money. So share allotment account debit, share capital account credit and securities premium account credit. 100 rupees, 5 rupees, right? Amount due on allotment of shares at rupees this per share including premium. Amount received, amount due on allotment of shares at rupees this including premium, 105, right? And next entry is debit bank account and credit share allotment account. The money needs to go to share allotment account. debit bank account and credit share allotment account. Allotment money received including premium, because we have received 105 in lieu of 100, face value of 100 or par value of 100 or nominal value of 100. Then next entry will be premium amount called with call money. We are calling, the company is calling premium amount with call money, right? So the entry will be debit share application account and credit those two accounts, share capital account and securities premium account, right? Amount due on first call or second call or third and final call, whatever is relevant, will be written. Amount due on first, second, third call at rupees per share including premium, right? And the final entry will be debit bank account and credit share call account, that respective particular share call account. The money will go to that share call account which was debited earlier. Call money received including premium, right? And call money received, that is the narration, right? Issue of shares at discount. What do we do in that? Suppose a share is of nominal or par value of 100 rupees. It is issued at 98 rupees. So 2% discount. It has been issued at 2% discount. Generally, it requires permission and approval of the board in the general meeting of the company to issue it. And what happens then? What are the entries to be passed? Share allotment account will be debited, right? Discount on issue of shares account will be debited and share capital account will be credited. Two accounts will be debited. Which are those two accounts? Share allotment account will be debited and discount on issue of shares will be debited, and what will be credited? Share capital account will be credited. So here it is 98, here it is 2, and what is credited? Right? Share capital account is created by, so two debits. Share allotment account 98 rupees because it has been issued at premium at 98 rupees, and 2 rupees the discount. So discount on issue of shares 2 rupees and credit to share capital account 100 rupees, right? And what is the narration? Amount due on allotment of these many shares, number of shares, at rupees this much per share, and discount on issue brought into account. By this entry, those are brought into account of the company, right? And what happens? Initially, this amount of discount will be written off from the balances lying in securities premium account, right? If that money is insufficient or if there is no money, then this amount will be written off from profit and loss account, right? Over a period of 3 to 5 years, whatever is, those regulations keep on changing, right? The write-off will take place. Then another thing is issue of shares on consideration other than cash. It could happen that I am a vendor to a company, I supply plant and machinery, fixed assets, whatever, to that company, and the company agrees to pay me for my supplies by way of issue of shares, right? So how do they pay me? How it is decided that they will pay me? How many number of shares? So it's very simple. Number of shares to be issued to the vendor, is equal to amount payable upon issue price. Suppose I supplied machinery for 5 lakh rupees, right? And 100 rupees is the issue price. So payable amount is 5 lakhs and issue price is 100. So the company will issue me 5,000 number of shares, right? Issue of shares for consideration other than cash. No cash is involved. I have supplied fixed assets, machinery, plant and machinery to the company for 5 lakh rupees and the company has agreed to issue me shares instead of cash and the issue price is 100 rupees per share. So amount payable by the company is 5 lakh rupees, issue price is 100, so 5,000 shares, right? Now, if the same share is at premium of 25%, then what happens? This amount remains the same, amount payable. Only thing, this issue price changes from 100 to 125 because it is at 25% premium. So the company will issue me 4,000 shares, right? Take another scenario. If this share is at discount, right? What is the discount? Issue price against nominal or par value of 100, they are ready to issue at 20% discount. So amount payable is 5 lakhs and I am ready to get it at 80 rupees per share, right? So the company will issue me 5 lakh divided by 80. It will come somewhere 6,000 plus share, some 6,000 something. 6,000, 48,000, 4 lakh 80,000, 20,000, right? So 80 rupees, 20,000, 100, 8,000, 250, 6,000 plus 250. Company will issue me 6,250 shares, right? So, what are the things we discussed? We discussed under subscription. Under subscription is a situation where, for example, a company invites applications for subscription for 2 lakh shares, but it receives applications only for 1,90,000 shares. So that is called under subscription, right? In that case, number of shares for which subscription invited is less than the number of invited number of shares for which applications received is less than number of shares for which subscriptions are invited by the company, right? Then issue of shares at a premium. If a share is issued at a price which is greater than nominal value or par value, that is called issue of shares at a premium. Suppose nominal value par value is 100 rupees, share is issued at 105 rupees, it is said to have been issued at 5% premium. And that 5 rupees of premium amount goes to the credit of securities premium account, which is used for purposes like writing of pre-operative preliminary expenses, right? And other similar expenses, right? Then, in case of premium, share issue price is greater than nominal value or par value, right? Amount of that premium, that 5 rupees, is generally called at the time of allotment, along with allotment money, or sometimes at the time of application, rarely at the time of call, first call, second call, third call, whatever, right? And the amount of premium is shown under securities premium account, which reflects under equities and liabilities on the liability side of the balance sheet of the company, right? For premium account called with application money, it could be called with application money also, right? and it could also be called with allotment money. And we have discussed what are the entries that need to be passed at that particular in that particular situation, right? Then we have another situation of issue of shares at discount. A 100 rupee nominal value or par value share is issued at 98 rupees or 95 rupees. So that is called issue of shares at discount of 2% or 5%. If it is 98, 2%. If it is 95, 5% discount, right? So in that case, what happens? We have discussed here, at the time of allotment, share allotment account is debited by 98 rupees and discount on issue of shares by 2 rupees, and 100 rupees is credited to share capital account, right? And for this, securities premium account balance is used. If securities premium account balance is less, insufficient, or there is no balance, then it is written off from profit and loss account. It hits profit of a company, right? And issue of shares for consideration other than cash. Suppose a fixed asset supplier, machinery supplier, supplies 5 lakh rupees fixed assets to the company, and the company agrees to issue shares in lieu of paying cash, and the issue price is 100 rupees. So the vendor will get 5,000 shares of 100 rupees each. If there is a premium of 25% on the share, then the vendor will get 5 lakh rupees divided by 125, 4,000 shares. If the share is at 20% discount, then the vendor will get 6,250 shares, right? So in the case of issue of shares for consideration other than cash, the formula is very simple. Amount payable by the company divided by issue price of the share, right? Whether it is 100 or at premium or at par, right? So I hope you found it easy to understand. And two things we could discuss. We could take 2 minutes. Issue of shares at a premium, right? So whatever the premium amount is lying in the securities premium account, it can be used for 4 major purposes. To issue fully paid bonus shares to the extent not exceeding unissued share capital of the company, right? It can be utilized for issue of fully paid bonus shares only up to the extent of unissued share capital not exceeding that. To write off preliminary expenses of the company, to write off expenses of or commission paid or discount allowed on any of the shares or debentures of the company, and fourth, to pay premium on the redemption of preference shares or debentures of the company. For these 4 major purposes, securities premium account balance can be used, right? And issue of shares at a discount, it needs to be in compliance with the provisions of section 79 of the Companies Act 1956. The issue of shares at a discount is authorized by an ordinary resolution passed by the company at its general meeting and sanctioned by the company law board. The resolution must specify the maximum rate of discount at which the shares are to be issued, but the rate of discount must not exceed 10% of the nominal value of shares, right? If the nominal or par value of share is 100 rupees, the discount should not be normally more than 10%, 10 rupees. However, the government may allow in a specific circumstances to go beyond that 10% also. At least 1 year must have elapsed since the date on which the company became entitled to commence the business. At least 1 year should have elapsed. The shares are of a class which has already been issued. The shares means the shares which are going to be issued at discount are of a class which has already been issued. They are not of a different class. The shares issued within 2 months from the date of receiving sanction for the same from the government or within such extended period as the government may allow. So these are the major conditions for issue of shares at discount. These five major things, and utilization of security premium balance, those four major things to keep in mind, right? I hope you found it easy to understand. In case of any difficulty, you may please approach me on my email ID, which will be available there at the thumbnail to the video. Thank you very much.